I'm Alex Del Sordo, and this is a Rower's Choice Athlete Profile. Well, I am with Kendall Chase. Now, this is really exciting, and I'm very lucky to do an athlete profile on a U.S. national team rower. So, Kendall, to the audience listening, this is an athlete profile. We're going to dive into your background of rowing, your aspirations for rowing on Olympic level. We're going to talk about how you're 1 year away, given COVID-19, and then what you are looking forward to with our championship. So, Kendall, welcome to Athlete Profile.
Thank you. Happy
Yeah.
to be here.
Listen. Every person we interview, we do the same kind of thing. We want to know your rowing background, where you got started, when you got started, and take me through quickly, like first stroke to being today on the national team.
Okay. So how I got started in high school, I actually played soccer, and one of my soccer teammates played hockey with a girl who was a rower, and her parents told my parents that I had a good physique for rowing and that I should try it. So they were like, okay, why not? And I was like, yeah, why not?
So what's your physique like? Are you how tall are you?
I mean, I'm 6 foot. We have the saying on the team that goes, if you ain't 180, you ain't a lady. So,
love that.
I mean, not everyone is a lady, but I personally am a lady.
That is
Um,
dang. That's a little. I love that insight into the U.S. national team. That's beautiful.
it's just a little thing to keep the weight lighthearted,
So where'd you row in high school?
So I rowed at a club called Mile High Rowing Club, based in Denver.
Okay.
And when I first got started, I did a learn to row camp there, for a few days, and then I actually went out to Berkeley to do a learn to row camp there as well. And I went into that camp knowing basically nothing. I think I went on the water maybe once when I did the Mile High learn to row camp, because I was only there for a few days before I went to the Cal one. And I was so bad. I mean, I was really good on the erg. I was one of the top ergers, but rowing wise, I caught a crab when we did our final race of the camp. And it was, I mean, you got to start from somewhere. But they saw something in me, and they gave me the most promising novice award, which was
that's something.
a nice little, I don't know, something to show me that I could do something with the sport, even though I was.
What was your erg score? Like what were you pulling where the coach said, all right, she's got some promise? Can you remember that?
What was the workout we did? We did a 12-minute piece on the erg.
Okay.
And I think I went 158. That's awesome. I don't really know. At that point, I hadn't done a 2K yet. But then that fall, I did do a 2K with my high school team.
Okay.
And I think my first one was a 7:30.
That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
We were also at altitude, so it gives me a little cushion for a few seconds.
So you do Mile High, and you're a Cal Bear, right? You went to Cal, right? So so you only rode what, 2 years in high school? And then
so I started my junior year.
So then went right to Cal, and then how successful were you at Cal? Do you win a lot of races?
Yeah, we won a few. My freshman year, we won NCAAs in the varsity 8. We ended up coming second as a team, but it was nice to get that win in the varsity. And the varsity hadn't won since 2006, I believe.
Jesus.
Okay. So that was my first big real win there. And then my sophomore and junior year, we came second as a team, again to Ohio State. So I mean, second place is still very, very,
it's very, very good
for NCAAs. But it's just you're so close. And then my senior year, we ended up winning as a team. So that was a good way to.
And you won the 8, so you've won 2 NCAA championships in your
Yeah,
time.
we didn't win the varsity 8 my senior year. We came in second, but with the team points, we ended up winning as a team.
So how many medals at the NCAA championships do you own for yourself?
I have 8 total trophies.
Okay.
2 of them are gold. 5 are silver, and 1 is a bronze.
Okay, so you clearly got some chops. So at what point did you say to yourself, I have to be on the national team? I have to race the Olympic level?
Well, I mean, I kind of got a taste of the national team ladder, at least, when I did juniors stuff in high school.
Okay.
And then after that, I did U23s throughout my college career and was very successful with my performances there, and that kind
All right,
of.
so listen, I gotta stop you. Like, stop being modest, okay? I don't care who's watching this. Don't tell me, oh, I did pretty successful. Like, what did you do at U23s? How many medals did you win there?
Well, I'm a 5-time world champion.
Are you kidding me? I mean, come on. That's amazing. Okay, so 5-time world champion. What were the years of the U23? Like, I don't know the range.
So let's see, in 2014, I was in this is back when people were still doubling up and everything. So I was in the straight 4 and the 8, and we won both of those. And then in 2015, I was in, again, the straight 4 and the 8, and then we won both of those. And then in 2016, I was in the pair and the 8, and we came in 4th in the pair, unfortunately, but it's okay. And then we won the 8.
Okay, so this is your first Olympic cycle.
Can't win everything.
This is like your first Olympic cycle. Okay.
Yeah.
And you've been on the team ever since 2016. Like, you graduated what, college in 17 or 16? You graduated?
Yeah, 16. And then I joined the training center in 2017.
So you're out in California right now.
No, I'm in Princeton, New Jersey.
You're in Princeton, New Jersey. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're training, you're on the program. Like, what are you doing outside of rowing? Because, like, US doesn't do a really good job of supporting the athletes, like, from a financial standpoint.
Right.
Like, are you getting a lot of support from family and friends? Are you doing a job? Like, what's your schedule?
Well, I'm currently not on. There are some girls on the team who are on stipend who were on, like, last year's world team.
Okay.
And I didn't. I, like, had my plethora of injuries and whatnot. And last year I wasn't on the team. And so I've been off stipend for a while. So I started doing working for US Rowing in their corporate office, doing just, like, part-time work to get a little extra side money.
Well, I mean, just to get by. Now, is your family from Colorado? That's where they still are?
Yeah.
Colorado? Okay, so then, you've been grinding this out for like 3.5 years with the team.
Yeah.
What went through your head, your mind, your body, your soul when COVID-19 hits and you have to wait another year to compete at the Olympics?
I mean, like, once things started happening and getting canceled, like, first World Cup 1 and World Cup 2 were canceled, I was like, oh crap, okay, like, there is a chance that everything can just be canceled. Like, I was kind of mentally preparing myself for the worst, so when the news actually came, I wasn't, like, totally dumbfounded and shocked, but it's still, like, it is a reality that a bunch of us have to digest, and everyone's digesting it differently. Like, some people are taking it harder than others. Me being one of the younger athletes, just like, it's okay, just one more year of training. I mean, obviously it's not ideal because mentally I was like, okay, I can make it for like 5 more months. And then I could take my vacation somewhere.
Something has like struck me here, it's the U.S. women's national team, Olympic team, is the most dominant team, arguably in Olympic history. I mean,
Mhm.
you have won so much, and you are now part of a program that has the bar set so high. I mean, what is the environment like being a teammate on this program where it's like, it's gold or bust? I mean, what's that like being part of that squad?
I mean, there is a really high standard, and we all try to hold ourselves accountable to hit the standard. I mean, the gold or bust mentality is not like, obviously we have it in the backs of our heads, but like going into races, you have to trust yourself and know that the training that Tom has put out for us, like if we just execute the race that like our best race, then like good things will happen from that, and not freak out so much about the end result, and just like do what we know how to do and what we've trained to do.
Like watching your boat, like watching your boat, and I've watched it for years. It is a beautiful thing to watch how poised and controlled and relaxed that women's eight is every single time you compete. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're down, you're up. It doesn't, like, it's a beautiful thing to watch. Now, and I'm wondering with that, right? You just said like you guys trust each other. How have you held yourselves accountable in COVID-19? Like, how have you kept things going in the middle of this pandemic?
I mean, for me personally, I like, you lose fitness faster than, like, how do I say this?
You gain it. I mean, I know, like,
Yeah.
it's easy to lose fitness.
Yeah, it's harder to gain back something that you've lost fast. So I don't know. I mean, the past few months I've just been focusing on like maintaining a baseline level of fitness that I had before. And like, I've been working out with some teammates sometimes. And like, I just went for a little over 3-hour bike ride with 2 of my teammates.
I don't know how you Olympians do it. I mean, like,
There's something that's like some wires in our brain that are not really connected properly, because I think we're all psycho.
You are.
It's just what we know.
We had talks with like Carling Zeman, one of your competitors in our championship here, and Eric Murray, and some others, and like they do 300 kilometers a week in a boat or on the road. Like, I cannot imagine putting myself in that kind of position. And today you just did a 3-hour bike ride. Like, that's nuts to me. I don't know how you.
It's just I don't know. It's just what we do. We get used to sitting and staring at nothing, or just going. I don't know. You just learn how to turn your brain off and turn into a zombie.
Well, I mean, I've rowed just like, not like you have. I mean, I've competed, but I mean, I think the longest erg I've ever done is probably like an hour and 25, 30 minutes.
I mean, it's pretty long.
It's pretty long. Yeah. Like, my coach, Greg Meyer, made us do hours of power every Monday morning. And it was that sucked. So you got this erg championship you're doing here, this global virtual challenge. You are a top seed in our event. How are you feeling for this tournament right now? How are you feeling for your position in it, and what do you think of the tournament?
I mean, I think the concept of the tournament is amazing, and a great way to unite like the whole rowing world in this weird time of lack of competition. Like, us rowers, at least at the level that I'm at, and probably just all rowers in general, have this like level of competition that is like bundled up inside, and since there's been no outlet for that, it's just like some competitive angst that just needs to like get out somewhere. So this competition is now a little outlet for that angst.
And what do you think of the prize money aspect? I mean,
that's great. Who doesn't want to erg for some spare cash if they can get it, you know?
Well, so I'm going to hit you with this. it's this tagline that we've come up with called "Who Owns the Erg?" And we have a lot of CrossFitters challenging Olympians here in the open category.
Oh,
and I
wow.
got to tell you, I'm feeling pretty confident for the CrossFitters. How does that make
Yeah,
you feel?
I mean, the CrossFitters, at least recently, have probably been like keeping up their weights because they probably all have a good lifting setup in their house.
Yes.
Whereas people like me who are just trying to, maintain fitness, like I haven't been lifting a whole lot since COVID started. So I do know that my power has gone down a little bit, but I'm hoping that I can pull something out of my butt.
Now, where do you rank? And you don't have to tell us this if you don't want to, but where do you rank in U.S. women's boats, like ergs? Like, are you at the top 8 or are you at the bottom 8?
I'm usually in the top 8, unless something like drastic happens, which.
So, like, what's your 2K right now? I'd love to know. What's your best 2K right now?
Well, my best 2K that I've done was in the fall, last fall, and it was rate capped at a 30, and I went 6:39.
I mean, that's lightning fast.
But I wish that it wasn't rate capped, because if it wasn't rate capped, I know I would have gone so much faster than that.
How much faster? Come on, tell me.
I don't know, maybe sub 6:35, hopefully.
Wow. So Kendall, this thing, like, our tournament has variable distances and speeds and time, and some are shorter, and nothing's really longer than 2,100 meters. Does that play to your ability?
I mean, as of right now, I'm not entirely sure. I was kind of banking on that 6,800 meter.
Oh man, sorry.
It's okay. Because I do know that I have at least enough. I don't know. I can, even though I'm not at the peak of my training right now, I trust my fitness enough to I can do over a 6K pretty decently. Like a few weeks ago, a bunch of the girls on the team, or a bunch of women on the team, did the half marathon erg just for like fun. Why not? And I did. I wasn't trying to set any records. I was just trying to go and get a good workout, but I surprised myself. So I don't, with the shorter distances, I mean, I have been doing some higher rate stuff on the erg, like once a week. So hopefully that's like a decent amount of prep.
I think you'll be fine. Now, last question in our athletes profile. Are there any athletes from other parts of the world, or athletes even in the United States, that you would love to enter and compete against?
I mean, I have a lot of international friends. I don't know if they would hate it if I said their names.
Well, this is what you're gonna do. Like, we're gonna force this. You're gonna tell us who they are off camera, and we're going to challenge them ourselves on Instagram or other social media, saying, you gotta come and race. You gotta enter in our competition, because we want to make this thing nearly like an Olympic level race. Like, we want the best athletes in the world to compete.
Right.
So last words here, Kendall. Like, this has been an awesome athletes profile interview. Give it to me. Are you gonna win? Are you gonna do it, or how are you feeling for this tournament?
I'm gonna do my best. Hopefully good things come from that.
I'm trying to get you to say I'm gonna win, but I get it. I mean, like, you don't want to put yourself.
I mean, there are some fast people out there.
I know.
Like Emma Twigg, Carling Zeman. I mean, I don't know how fast they are on the erg, but like, I know they're not slow.
I know.
I mean, I know I'm also not slow, but I don't know.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Now, Kendall, I can't thank you enough for doing this. This is awesome. We're going to put this up on our athletes profile, and I look forward to you competing in our tournament. So thank you for doing this today.
Yeah, thanks for putting it all together. I look forward to competing, even though it's probably going to take my soul away from me, but it's fine.